Welcome back to Try Before We Die, the whiskey review show where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm thinking? Mal, how many batteries does that shirt take?
5.
It's like a Volvo. Do you get it?
No.
How many cylinders in a Volvo engine?
About 5.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
We got a mechanic on set.
We do.
We got to fix things around here.
It's a clever one.
Yeah. What's the deal here?
Drinking whiskey. Gonna give you my honest opinion. Not gonna bother what your opinion is.
Based on the script right offset that you're going to read?
That's correct.
I like this whiskey a lot.
I have no idea where this is.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Unscripted, obviously. We'll get to our guest in a minute. Let's get the box, Randy, and find out what bottle we're opening in the bar tonight out of the hundreds that are here.
I like this.
Shh, don't. You wanted to push?
No, I like to call it like randomizer.
The randomizer? Who wrote the song Push It? Push it real good.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah. Good job, Mal. And it's bottle 266.
Wow, you're traveling.
It's going to bring us into the snooker room, everybody. We'll see you around the corner, and we'll find out what we're opening tonight on Try Before We Die.
Subscribe and like.
Try before we die with a bearded man and a British guy.
We're in the snooker room for bottle 266. Well, we know what we end at 216 out there, and we'll just sort of know that this shelf ends at 264, so 2 over on this shelf brings us to this dusty beast. So it's a limited edition Bunnahbhain, the Cruach Mhona. Spelled much differently than it's pronounced, but it is the Cruach Mhona. So this is an Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. This, I believe, coming in a full 1 liter would have been a retail exclusive at the duty free. We got a 50% ABV, and if I'm correct, this whiskey will be significantly peated. I believe Cruach Mhona means peat stack, referencing the way they will stack the peat blocks to dry after they're cut from the bogs. But we'll learn a little bit more back at the bar with Mal and our guest, the mechanic. See everybody back there. Hey Mal, we got a nice space side for you.
Yeah, I heard this may be the one that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah, if that camel's a wimp. We have the Bunnahabhain Cruach Mhona, which I believe in Gaelic is peat stack, referencing the piles of peat to dry before they smoke the malt.
Looking forward to it.
You ready?
Yeah.
50% ABV. It's the full 1 liter bottle. So this is a travel exclusive. Right here we've got the limited edition release. Islay single malt. Bunnahabhain releases many unpeated for an Islay.
Yep.
But this, however, is a peated. Let's get it open and breathing and see what we can learn. Nice and dusty, huh? It's been around.
I don't see a UK stamp on that one.
But it's a duty free.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know where I got it. I should probably document that. Ready? Tuba?
Yeah. Tuberish.
Like a lagoon?
A legume.
Not much oxygen. There it is. All right, the Cruach Mhona. Bunnahabhain, established 1881. Islay Region. Let's see. Gaelic for peat stack. We gotta meet this guy here. Cruach Mhona is a limited edition malt with strong notes of smoke and peat, hints of burning grass, hay, and sweet herbs burst into flavors of malt, nuts, fruit, white pepper, seaweed, peat smoke, and sea salt.
I think they could freaking bring out the smoky peatedness of this a little bit more.
Natural color, non-chill filtered.
Surprised that there wasn't like smoke color.
Strongly peated malted barley gives the rich malt its unique character. A lively aroma of sweet peat, hay, and grass blooms into flavors of malt, white pepper. We already went through this. Dry, smoky finish. The Bunnahbhain. While this breathes, the man who knows a Volvo is a 5-cylinder engine,
The mechanic.
the mechanic, Aaron. You've been on the show before, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Try Before We Die. How have you been?
Excellent, actually.
Things are good.
Life is good.
Life is good. We love to hear that.
And you're like an electrician though, right? Not a
Technically,
mechanic.
yeah, I'm back there. Mechanic, we'll call it that. But,
Yeah, I think he
nothing
likes the
official,
mechanic.
but I'm better at electricianing.
And I also believe this is going to be right up your alley.
I believe it's not yours, though.
No.
Yes, I'm a big fan of this
Right.
PPD.
Right. You're a Highland Park man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's one of your favorite whiskeys, right? Right. And Highland Park often will have some element of peat, right, or smoke in there. Probably not as much as we're about to experience.
No, I've had a couple of theirs. I mean, I'm still a big fan.
Yep.
I have a hard time pronouncing the name.
Yeah. Bunnahbhain, not Bunnahbhain.
Habit.
That was probably what I said first time.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we were being phonetic about this, this would be the Cruach Mhona.
Is a Cruach in there?
I'm gonna let that one go, everybody. And if you know me, you're like, wow, I can't believe that was a prime opportunity to take it too far.
You will later.
Choosing not to. Choosing not to. The Bunnahabhain, the Cruach Mhona. This limited release, probably not available anymore. This I haven't traveled internationally since before COVID. Here we are knocking on 2024's door. Thanksgiving's around the corner. COVID's early 2020, so this got to the bar 2019 or earlier. So it's been here for a spell. So let's talk a little bit about color. We know there's no E150A added, no additive is labeled right on the bottle, so we don't have to worry about that end of the conversation. Any color thoughts, guys?
Lighter than I thought it would be for as a.
Actually, it's weird that he says it because now I don't think it's that strange. Based on the amount that we've done,
Yep.
and the times where I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be it. It's going to be brown and muddy and awfully looking, and they always end up being this light color. Like it's surprising. Like
Right.
this lowers your default sense of security.
It's a trap. But you know what Mal's saying, Aaron, right, is that we've learned that the color of the whiskey is not to be trusted when it comes to the content of the whiskey. Light whiskeys can be bold and brash and daring and full of oh my gosh, and some very dark whiskeys can taste very light and just slide back with really floral fragrant notes. So the color really is a standalone thing and not representative of what taste will be in our experience.
I like straw,
No age statement,
light gold.
light gold straw for Mal. I'm looking for some legs.
They take a second to develop.
Yeah. Yeah, they're running pretty slow.
We are definitely a no age statement. Yep. Yep, no age statement. Full 1 liter though.
And at 50%, right?
50%. All right, so I've got a nice little drip coming down,
Yeah, I see him.
but oh yeah, I'm ringing a glass now. Interesting. All right, a straw. I feel like I'm knocking a little bit more on a medium gold than a light gold.
It's. I mean, it's definitely got some dark to it. But
Yeah, there's
it's
a little
not
bit
as
of
dark
color
as I
in
would've
here.
thought it would be.
Yeah, I still like the light gold better.
Okay. All right.
And maybe just the fact that how I'm looking at. I've got a lot of light coming onto this here, but then I'm using the darkness behind you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what it smells like. As advertised.
Yep, I smell the campfire.
That's medicinal.
That smells like Islay.
Yes.
I find it pleasant.
It's not offensive.
Right. It's not offensive. Nice language.
Again, I go back to that heather, that flowery,
Yeah, it's more meadowy than any kind of a fruit.
but it has that underlying. You can take that smoke all the way to the end of the pull.
All right. It's medicinal. It's not offensive. It's campfire. It's classic Islay.
It reminds me of a camping next to a lake.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's classic Islay.
You can smell a little bit of the sea too. Yeah.
Right.
absolutely.
I mean, what do we have? We have Lagavulin, we have Lafroig, we have Ardbeg, Colilla.
And it does mellow out.
Port Charlotte, Octomore. Yeah, it is relaxing a little bit, but it is not. It's only relaxing in itself. It's still maintaining all those maritime, smoky, earthy qualities. Just gonna look. I'm confident it's not here, but let's just be sure as we fix to have a taste of the Bunnahbhain. There's the A's, B's, B-O. Oh, Bowmore, another Islay. Fruchlade, another Bunnahbhain. Yep, nope, not there. A couple other Bunnahbhains, but not the one that we're about to have. So let's create our own entry in the book, gentlemen. The Bunnahabhain Cruach Mhona. Limited edition, travel, release only, 50%, many years ago. Burns my cheeks. Whew.
That's got some fire at the end of it.
I got a little watery eye going on here. You got a watery eye going?
It's what I expect
Yeah.
from what I've had of them.
And I can-
I don't hate it.
He doesn't hate it. Do you hate it?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
I get a lot of sweetness if you hold it.
There's
hold it
something
in.
numbing going on in my mouth now.
And I feel like someone just shoved like a freaking burnt log in my mouth.
But they
Cheers.
shoved it in water first, salt water, and it's still warm and smoking.
and they
And they're
somehow
like, here,
managed,
eat
and they
this.
somehow managed to get like this sweetness in there somehow. But yeah, I
It's like if Halls made a lozenge, campfire menthol.
no, yeah, that's like a perfect example of that. It is
I
an
might buy those
island.
too. I might buy those too.
He would pick up
No, he
those Halls
definitely would. He
campfire
definitely would.
menthol.
I mean, it's an island.
No, this is that smoky Scotch whiskey, right? That people are afraid of, who will say without knowledge, "Oh, Scotch, I'm out." This is what they're thinking of.
And there is something sweet in there.
This is the type of bottle I share with people when I don't want to give them a second glass.
Oh, this
Yeah, I got one for you.
is the turn.
Yeah, that's clever.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with that. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Any other flavors coming up besides these?
There's something like, and I want to say lemon.
All right, that's interesting.
There's definitely some sweet acidity if you hold it in your mouth for a moment.
Well, that might explain why my cheeks were burning and numb.
And it's weird, if you just take it down quickly, it really rinses the palate.
I can almost see the seaweed in there too, though.
something kelpy,
Yeah.
which is the name of a release from who?
Ardbeg.
Yes.
See, this is what makes this dangerous, right? And I'm going to go back to our season 1, season 2, season 3. Now we're into season 4, and I will call myself a seasoned Islay drinker.
Experienced. Yes.
Right? After the initial takedown with this, right? A lot of medicinal, a lot of someone sticking a wet log into my mouth.
Yeah.
And just being like, why am I doing this? However, a couple more sips later, and this is a cold night
Yep.
By the campfire.
around a campfire,
Absolutely.
Looking at the lake, the stars.
and you would thoroughly enjoy this. I would thoroughly enjoy that in that situation.
Not saying no.
And I'm a space side guy. Through and through.
I think if you go quick, there is something to this citrusy, lemony sort
Yeah.
of thing happening. Right, if you allow that flavor to be the flavor,
predominant one.
but you hang it out in your mouth and you are in that smoky wet log in your mouth.
Yes.
Right. I'm enjoying this, for sure.
I am now.
Right.
The first initial pull,
That neck pour, right, that first pour is very hot. You know, it's hard to handle. Who wrote that? Who give us a cover band?
Black Crows? Was it Black? Oh, damn now. Was it Black Crows? I can't figure who it is. I can't think of who it is. Who is it?
I don't know. Black Crows.
Is it the Black Crows?
I don't know. I'm getting nothing from the crew. The Grateful Dead covered it back in the
Who
60s.
cares about the dead, dude?
Your shirt does.
They covered every song that was made by mankind.
They were the best cover band.
They were the best cover band because they covered everything.
Yes.
They didn't leave any stone untouched. I don't know. But anyhow, back to this.
Is this too hard to handle?
No.
All right.
Well, initially is.
So the Bunnahbhain, the Cruach Mhona, limited edition travel release based upon the peat stacks. This clearly is a peated smoky seaside malt maritime, smoky log in your mouth. You bring it in quick, you can get that citrus lemony experience on the way by, 50% ABV. Nice job at the campfire, sitting outside in the lawn chair, looking at the stars, maybe looking at the lake, right? Or the mechanic's position, which is, if I don't really want to share my whiskey with you, rookie,
I'm gonna
have a
ruin
glass
your-
of this.
I'm gonna ruin your
right?
taste buds for
And
all the
you're
rest of
gonna
your life.
pass on every other glass of whiskey I offer you.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
So-
Strategy.
So I want you to grab that salmon like Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places and give me a piece.
I tell you, oh, what was his name? It was Randolph and Mortimer.
Those were the two old guys.
Those were the two old guys.
I can't think of one.
And Eddie and Dan were.
I can't think of who they were. Off the top of my head. But seeing that salmon there, your beard.
Is this cheddar?
That's a 2-year aged Australian cheddar. Oh boy, I want to find their name. Billy Ray. Billy Ray. And Billy Ray and
I can't think of his name.
Billy Ray.
All I can think of is the scene.
Something about a heart.
I'll let you
We
go.
are getting some hints right now, but
I'll
not
let
on the
you-
Billy Ray. That was all me. I am not thinking of the other character's name.
All I can think is the Santa soup.
But I used Mortimer and Randolph's passing method. All right, the Bunnahbhain, a classic Islay experience. We're liking it. And I'm going to finish my glass for sure.
I just
The
wanna-
salmon works, by the way. The
Yeah,
salmon works.
The cheese one, I'm a big fan of cheddar. It's
Yeah.
aged cheddar.
Yeah, so
Because
that's
it
a-
has that crystal. It's
Right. That's a
little bit of-
wonderful
yeah,
2-year aged Australian old crock. Something you want to say? The crew is dying to give us a toast. I think they have somewhere to go.
Yeah, whatever. Just
You ready?
yeah.
All right. We enjoyed this whiskey. If you can get a bottle, if you see one on a shelf at your friend's house, have them crack it open.
Just go,
The Bunnahbhain. Billy Ray, Mortimer, Billy Ray.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
I wish I could find it. I can't. Let's see what we got. Hey, Mal. What are you up to?
My correct body weight if I was 11 feet tall. You know, David Byrne pulled up a show like this. You're making me lots of money.
Oh my God. And that wraps up this episode of Try Before We Die. We enjoyed this whiskey. We hope you enjoyed
That's
this
a fantastic
episode.
drink.
Thanks, everyone. All right.
Wow, that is good.
Again,
I'm really impressed.
Randolph and Mortimer, the Duke brothers.
just let it
right?
go,
I'm
man.
not. Billy Ray and
You got nothing.
I can't.
Billy Ray
I can see
Valentine.
I can't.
But who was the other guy? They made the bet, right?
Yes.
And who was the orange
don't
guy?
remember. If I remember that, I would tell
they
you.
They were betting on the orange futures.
Isn't that Malcolm?
Are we going to meet in a parking lot later? All right. In all seriousness, this is a classic Islay.
Yes.
And there's no doubt about it. Bunnahbhain has put out just a great example of a whiskey with maritime, smoke, decent ABV, non-chill filtered, no color added. If you can find yourself a glass of this somewhere, I would buy it. It's worth the experience.
As a Speyside drinker, another wonderful drink in addition to the smokiness.